It's Howard Scher, Executive Vice President of Quality Homes, and the next guest in our seminar series on all things to do with purchasing a quality home is Jowita Michaliszyn. She's our RBC mortgage specialist. We work very closely with RBC and very closely with Jowita. Welcome.
Thank you, Howard.
Yeah, so Jowita, please give us some of your background in terms of, mortgage specialist extraordinaire and RBC and how you guys work well with Quality Homes and our clients.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. It's very nice to be here, and it's my pleasure to speak to our past and future potential Quality Homes clients. So I'm a mortgage specialist for RBC Royal Bank. I've been with the bank for over 17 years, so lots of experience helping clients meet their financial goals and help their dreams come true. So very excited to keep doing that on an ongoing basis and to work with Quality Homes because it's such a unique financing opportunity that we have, which not all financial institutions are able to support our clients in a way that RBC can. So we do have a special program for our Quality Homes customers where we can help them finance their home purchase.
Great. And we'll get into that in a minute. Jowita, what is the current climate like in terms of construction financing, interest rates? I believe this is a very good time to purchase a new home. Can you give us a little more info on that?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, these are definitely very unprecedented times and a very odd situation we find ourselves in with the health situation and the economy as well. But what it's done, the effect of it is the interest rates are very, very low right now. So it's definitely for buyers, it is a very favorable time to look at making that move and purchasing your home because the financing rates are so low. And really what we're looking at is interest rates of less than 2.5%, where I don't remember seeing that in my past 17 years of them being so low. So definitely this helps improve cash flow because it makes your mortgage payments a lot lower than financing on a mortgage rate of, let's say, 4, 5, 6%, right? So it does make things a lot more affordable and comfortable for our clients' pockets.
Great. So in constructing a new home for yourself, there's different methods. Obviously, there's there's a stick-built way of doing it with a custom build, and there's the modular way of doing it with us. Can you just elaborate a little bit on the difference between the way each of those are financed and maybe the simplicity of a modular home versus some of the complexities of a site-built home?
Of a construction, yes, and definitely it is a huge difference, Howard. Both fall under our construction policy guidelines. However, with Quality Homes, because it's a prefabricated home, it's a lot more simple where that process is very straightforward. It's the funds of the mortgage get advanced in one shot, in one payment on the day your home gets delivered to your lot or your land, and basically you're done. With a typical construction mortgage, it can be spread out over the course of an entire year as that home gets built and put into place. And the mortgage in that case gets funded in up to 5 different sections, with appraisals being done after each portion of the home is built. So there are very, very strict guidelines and timelines. It makes things a lot more complicated with Quality Homes, and I know you've alluded to that in the past as well. The process is very quick. The timelines are very efficient, and the program that RBC has for the financing, it falls very nicely into place like that because we can do the construction financing but have everything advanced and done at one time with one draw. So that is the main difference.
Yeah, and just to note that we've been in business for 34 years and we've been working with RBC from day one. So, there's a long relationship. Jowita, I believe you have some background information that you may want to share with our viewers in terms of some of the methodologies and interest rates. Can you talk to those?
Yes. Absolutely. So if we can take a look at, we have a slide here for you to see, which is a mortgage payment calculator, just to give you a brief idea of what it would cost you to carry a typical mortgage. And typical, I'm going to say I use the value of $300,000 mortgage. It may be less or more, but that's just a ballpark that I wanted to use. So if you see here, I used an interest rate of 2.44%. Now, this can go up and down. Again, rates are below 2.5%, but they are live rates, so they can change on a daily basis. And I use the amortization of 25 years. And amortization is essentially the life of the entire mortgage. So this is the period where ideally you want that mortgage paid down to zero, and you're not owing anything. So with these numbers in mind and this 5-year fixed rate, we're getting a mortgage monthly payment of about $1,330. So that's kind of how much you would want to budget for.
Okay, and then in terms of checklists and things clients can do to prepare themselves for your, for the information you require.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's very important to be prepared ahead of time to know what you need to do to qualify for a mortgage, or to get an idea of how much you do qualify based on your current financial situation. So the next slide we have for you, it's a document checklist. So these are essentially the things that the documents I would need to do a mortgage application or to do a mortgage pre-approval for our clients. So main thing will be your income documents, right? So depending on what your income position is, whether you're on a fixed salary or you're commissioned or you're self-employed. So typically for a salaried employee, we would use 2 years T4 and 1 recent pay stub, and that's it. For our self-employed clients, then we would want to see, or we would need to see, their 2 years notice of assessments and T1 generals. So that's something that your accountant would prepare for you every year when you're filing your income tax. So simple things. Of course, the bank will need to see where that down payment for the home is coming from. So we'll ask us for a 90-day account history of your savings accounts, or maybe your RSP. If you're a first-time home buyer, then there's a great program that the government has where you can use your retirement savings plan towards purchasing your home, your first home. So you can essentially withdraw that RSP money tax-free, use it towards your down payment, and then you have a long period of time where you need to repay back into your RSP. So so a lot of our first-time home buyers take advantage of this as well. That's pretty much it in regards to the documents. Of course, we do need to see the contract or purchase agreement with QualityHomes. I think that is typically the next step. What most clients how they start off their journey is with a mortgage pre-approval, and that is something I would strongly recommend to give you a good idea and indication of what mortgage you and your family qualify for based on your current income. And that will help dictate what kind of home you may be in the market for, or you may be able to afford. So I think it's a great idea to start there. And then once we have that information, which is something I can prepare very quickly and easily for you, then you would talk to your QualityHomes representative to look at choosing a particular house. And then once you have that contract and information in place, you send it to me, and then I work on getting that firm approval for you. Now, with QualityHomes being such a unique type of situation, there's different things I see where clients sometimes already own the lot or the land where they want to place their home on, and sometimes they are looking to purchase the land as well as the home, so everything is new. So there's different scenarios. I see situations where there's a current home on the lot, and clients want to tear that down and put a quality home in its place. So those are situations that we see often as well.
So does RBC offer financing for lot purchase or tear down property purchase?
Yes, definitely. We can include the lot financing in your application. Absolutely. What we typically do, we will need to do an appraisal, of course, of the land, and then we need the plans of the quality home that you're looking to purchase, and our appraisers will give us a completed as value. So a value kind of from the future to tell us once that home is put on the lot, what will be the value of the lot and the home together. And then your financing is based on that total market value of the entire property.
And just for our viewers, Quality Homes does do all of the drafting and design in-house. So everything Jowita at RBC needs, we'll make available to you in terms of the purchase and sale agreement, in terms of all the timings, and then obviously the drawings as well, so that she can go ahead and get an appraisal. So it's pretty common knowledge, Jowita, that Quality Homes is probably the only company in Canada to offer a guaranteed completion date. So, that's very nice for people to understand their, their timing for moving and stuff. But can you tell us the benefits of having that guaranteed completion date and that very short construction timeline? Other builds may take 12 to 18 months. We're talking about 12 to 18 weeks. How that benefits them in terms of savings and peace of mind with their financing requirements as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And it alleviates a lot of stress as well, because you're in a position where you want to go into that home and enjoy it as soon as possible. And if there are delays, then you have to come up with a plan. Where are you going to stay? Are you paying rent in the meantime, as well as having this in the process? So I think that's huge value. Working with other or seeing typical situations with construction homes and builder homes, a lot of times we do see that there are delays with the closings, right? And that puts our clients in a difficult situation for the entire family. So I think to have that short time where, from the moment where you pick that home to having it delivered on your lot and then put together and you're ready to move in, I think that's incredible value. It's a very seamless and easy process. I work very closely with the sales representatives of Quality Homes as well, and we speak very often. So anything I need, they do provide me instantly. So anything we can do for our clients behind the scenes to take care of things on their behalf, we certainly do. And it's right up until the point where that home gets delivered to the property. So we know what the process is. We instruct the lawyers properly as well to make sure that on that day the home gets delivered, that bank draft is in our client's hand and nobody is rushing and scrambling and trying to get the funds on time. Because as you know, when those trucks come to the lot, our clients need to have the bank draft for their mortgage amount in their hands. And once that exchanges hands, then the property is placed on the lot. So that's another very different thing from a typical mortgage financing situation where the mortgage doesn't get advanced through the lawyers electronically. It goes into our client's hands and they're responsible to make that payment.
Right. And just the importance of that, because Quality Homes is only taking a 10% down payment to do all of the construction, build the entire home, get the foundation installed. That's why we're looking for the bulk payment on delivery when that home arrives to site. It's going to be somewhere between 85 and 95% complete when it arrives, and then it's going to be affixed to the customer's property, so they now have a securable asset, obviously, and RBC is very comfortable with that. Jowita, in terms of appraisals, is there anything about a modular home that appraises differently to a traditionally built home? I understand that they are identical, but is there any differences in the appraising of those homes and the forward-going value?
Really, there is not, and we still need an appraisal. The appraisal is done again on the land itself where the home is not there. So we kind of have a phantom house at the time where the appraisal goes in and looks at the lot and appraises it for us, and then the remaining part is done based on the plans and the model that the client has chosen. So we get a completed an as completed value from the appraiser that tells us very confidently, once the home is secured to the land and it's done, this will be the market value of the property. So I have seen no issues in the past with that. It's a very, very typical process in the entire mortgage financing situation. So we're very comfortable with it, and we make sure to take care of everything. And RBC also arranges for the appraisal, so it's not a burden to the client at all to find someone and have that arranged on their own.
Yeah, our mandate at Quality Homes is peace of mind, and we obviously choose partners such as yourselves to offer our clients peace of mind. And you've outlined what sounds like an incredibly seamless and simple process. Jowita, in closing, and thanks again for your time. I know it's really busy out there. In closing, if somebody was getting started, perhaps they have land or they don't have land, what would you suggest that their first steps be in terms of understanding their financing to start the process of building a beautiful new custom home?
Well, Howard, I would 100% say we need to do a mortgage pre-approval for our clients. So you can easily send me an email, and my information is on the Quality Homes website, or give me a call and we can start the process. It's as simple as sending in your income documents to me, and we will figure out very quickly how much you qualify for. I know it's a virtual world out there, and Quality Homes is helping our clients virtually, and so is RBC. So we've very quickly become a virtual bank where we have all the necessary tools and programs. We can start and finish that mortgage and see it through from beginning to end without the clients having to go into a branch, and doing it from the comfort of their home. And the main idea is to keep everybody safe at this time, right? So we're still, business as usual, but in just a bit of a different way, where we're sitting in the comfort of our homes. Right.
Fantastic. Jowita, any other comments you'd like to tell our viewers, just in terms of your role and building a quality home? This is a good time to do it.
Yeah, no, I'm very proud to be part of RBC and this program, because I know it's not offered everywhere. So it's a unique program that we have. And it's very exciting for me to see, to meet each client and help them with their particular plans, because each is so unique and so individual that, and it's very hard to maybe find a lender, or it seems that it's a daunting task. Where do I start and who do I turn to? But RBC is amazing at just wrapping our hands around every client and every client situation. We look at every client situation individually. So, if you don't necessarily fit that box, we find a way to help you for sure. So we don't leave anybody without any choices.
Great, fantastic. Well, Jowita, thanks so much for your time. Jowita Michaliszyn is on our website, qualityhomes.ca, under the lenders tab at the bottom of the page. Jowita, thanks again, and I'm sure everybody found it very interesting. And financing is not that daunting a task when buying a quality home.
No, it's not. And thank you very much for having me. It's my pleasure.